This house was inspired by two scariest movies of all time, at least for me, The Grudge and The Ring. It takes place in Japan, so the architecture is also Japanese. It has these typical simple lines, very distinctive roof shapes that give the house its character. Oh, the roof actually was giving me the hardest time. That was my personal curse. Because now currently it's ongoing glitch in The Sims that the roofs are randomly disappearing, and this is exactly what was happening here. So I trimmed this video so much for you guys that you don't have to endure this. I also wanted that the house will feel really abandoned or at least old, and upstairs I created this one room with the broken glass windows. In my mind what happened there, something very strong energetic force was then making an explosion and destroyed all the windows, and this is what is there. I know it's not 100% copy of the house, but I also didn't want to have the 100% copy of the house. As I said, it's an inspired. But it's all playtested. If you will decide to download it, you can find it on the gallery and you can make your own story. From the packs used, I used of course Snowy Escape since it takes place in Japan. I used Life and Death because of all this deadliness, and one item from Island Living, and this is the walls. Because it's the only pack which has these worn down wooden walls, which I wanted to have here. If you don't have this pack, it's not an issue. You can still download it and just put their normal wood. But to me, I really wanted to have the feeling of old. The story behind The Grudge is actually very sad, and if you haven't seen the movie, there's going to be plenty of spoilers now. And according to franchise lore, the main character grew up lonely and antisocial, raised by a mother who worked as a Japanese exorcist and forced her daughter, so the main character, to consume evil spirits. As an adult, she married finally someone, a man she believed truly cared for her, and they had a son that she named Toshio. However, she was obsessed by her former university professor, and her husband found out her hidden diary and discovered her deep feelings for the professor and spiraled into jealousy and murderous rage. He brutally killed her by snapping her neck, drowned their son and their pet cat, and hid her broken body in the attic. Hearing this made you think, who was actually the monster here? Like, yes, she was murdering people afterwards, but I mean, what happened to her? Poor girl! And the story continues. As she was dying in absolute anguish and fury, her spirit transformed into a powerful curse that infected the home in Tokyo, which is the home which we're building now. Anyone who stepped foot inside the house became trapped and is relentlessly haunted down and killed by supernatural spirit of her and her son. If you will decide to download her, she's on the gallery and I will link the name of the creator in the description below. And if you will decide to download the house, you can find it under my hashtag HumzBumz as any of the creation which I'm having here. I was trying to make it very playable, so it's going to be 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, an office room and a baby's room. I was trying to make it inspired by, so in the bedroom there are all these newspapers on the walls. I know it was on the window, but I cannot do it in The Sims like that. There's also this teens room, you can call it, with its own closet, how it was in the movie, since if you have seen it, through the closet they were going upstairs to the attic. Again, it's not 100% the same, but I try to do my best. And then downstairs is going to be an office room, which I'm building now, and then the baby's room. I don't know if it was even in the movie, honestly. I haven't seen the movie because I'm so scared of the horror movies. I was just looking at the pictures and at some short clips because I could not make the whole movie. When I was building this house and making this clip, I was already so scared. So leave a comment if it was there, if it was not there, if I missed something, if I didn't. I was having a couple of creative moments within this build. You can see some ghosts on the wall. For me, this is like a talisman. They were trying to get rid of the spirits. Then in the living room, I created like a seance corner or something. So I moved the furniture to the corner. In my mind, they came there, they bought the house, and then something was happening. So they were trying to get rid of it. They were trying to do some kind of exorcism. There is going to be plenty of tarot cards here and there, plenty of books about the horror movies and the spirits. And here upstairs I created the seance table and place there a voodoo doll in my mind. This is where they got rid of her. I know this is not how it was in the movie, but this is how it is in my version. I love happy endings. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. And with that said, we are heading towards the tours. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of the day and see you next time. Bye bye!